Hey there, Rocketeers. All right, here we go. Look at that beauty again. It's the Ultra Super Vega all fixed up. Well, almost. I got one more thing left to do, but as you may have seen there on that last launch, only its second launch, the parachute came out, but it didn't completely unfurl, right? So it just basically came down kind of sideways and kabam! No damage to the pods, but it cracked one fin loose and then did a number on the old body tube here, right? So even after my last video, I went, well, wait a minute. I don't have to just fix the fin. I could get wild here and reinforce this section where this body tube crumpling was at. So kabam! Ha-ha! Look at that. So I did. I went ahead and cut this baby. Surgery. And then down in here, I filled it with tube couplers. 3 of these tube couplers. They go all the way down here then and sit on top of the motor mount. So this baby's strong now, and it even popped out some of this wrinkled section of body tube. Still doesn't look that great, but boy, you can feel that it's a lot stronger. That's for sure. And then the snapped fin, which was this one, I took it completely out, cleaned it all up, and started over with epoxy on the motor mount. Little epoxy here and wood glue fillets there, and then painted it yesterday. I didn't get crazy with the paint, but I think it's a nice little repair job. That'll last a long time, we hope, because we are just about ready for our third launch of the Ultra Super Vega. So what I'm going to do here next is go ahead and get this baby glued back on there. Boy, that nose cone's heavy. Glued on here like it. Kabam! We'll get that on there. Lots of glue in here. There's a little space here between this coupler and that coupler, and that's fine. But yep, we're going to glue this up today, and then with that thin mill 30-inch chute right there, we will launch this again, hopefully this Sunday at that nice green park. We got to get a good launch off this guy. Last launch, none of the pods were damaged, although it landed kind of sideways. So I don't know that my little clear payload here had an opportunity to even prove itself. But when I get out there to the launch site, I'm going to do the same thing as I did on this one. I'm going to run tape around it here. And that's just because this clear payload, in order to get it to fit, I had to cut it here to fit on. And I think if this were to hit that pod, I think this would just split open and it wouldn't really give much reinforcement there. So I am going to tape that guy. I think in the long run, if I could get some white, real sticky, good white tape, I would do both ends plus this long cut section here, and I would leave these babies on there permanent. But I do think that's a good reinforcement from those pods. But let's hope we get a good launch on the third launch coming up, hopefully if the weather's good, on Sunday, and we can see this baby come down, hit those spring-loaded pods, flip over there on its side, and be good and happy with no damage. That's the goal. This thing's taken a beating already, but that was the point of the Ultra Super Vega here. Through the wall plywood fins, spring-loaded pods, reinforced in places. I want to be able to just launch this thing and watch it come down without chasing after it and know that I can just launch it again, right? So that is what's happening there. And then hopefully this weekend now too, we will get to some gloss black paint on the Q Modeling E-Engine Andromeda. And then the Phoenix here, the mighty Estes Phoenix, is almost ready for decals. I think I've got to do some sanding, maybe some more coats of gloss white, a little more sanding, then decals, and then gloss coat over the water slide decals. Wonderful. And then just today, I bought a couple C11-3 that are the same size diameter as the D. So on Sunday, I might also be able to launch the Maxi Alpha 3 and definitely my scratch-built Maxi Icarus, which is fantastic with a beautiful clear payload section. That would be awesome. That's what's coming up. So thanks for watching. I appreciate your support. Please tell your friends, like and subscribe. It's AC Model Rockets. And we'll see you out there at the launch site.